Yes, hello engineering team. I'm really looking forward to make this a big success. And the subject of this video is to kick off the Mind tools. I want to kick them off and give you a background information so that you can take that on your own further. So let me start. You know, the purpose of our project is to convert our current intuitive understanding into a complete, correct, unambiguous, consistent, traced, verifiable, and almost binary defined understanding. That's what we want to do. I'll make it once more explain it in my own words so that it becomes simpler. We can execute the process as you have seen in these videos, but what we want to do is we want to visualize the business logic of the process to such an extent that it almost looks and is almost as binary as a software code within each and every software. That's the purpose of this project. And the reason why we are doing this is the moment it is defined in such a way almost as the piece of a portion of code within a software, almost formal, mathematical, like here, as you're seeing it on the right side, that is the moment where it is so clear that 20 people at the same time can understand it without any ambiguity, without any inconsistency, without any doubt, without any confusion, without any unclarity. Everybody understands exactly the right thing, and that is the point when we are able to act in big numbers as one, as you can see on these kinds of pictures. Here we will act as many people in one, and we will overcome. This unit here cannot be overcome by a 2 to 3 man unit. They are chanceless. They spread out and take the opponent in the middle, and there are chances, as you can see here on this video. So that's the whole purpose, okay? Now, what is the starting situation? The starting situation is you are the engineers, and we are the domain experts. As you can see here, this is one domain expert, that's the other domain expert, and that's the current engineering team. Now, the situation will always be this, that the domain experts know the process intuitively. They always know it intuitively. They know the business logic somehow intuitive, and they can show it, but they cannot define it almost binary so that it looks as a software. That's a trouble. Now these people here, the engineers, always have to elicitate the requirements and have to get the information which is in the head of this person and in the stomach of this person into this position of the book here, into the data model of the book. If this is here, if this is starting to get binary, as this one here where we have started with Grundriss, then it is so clear that everybody will understand everything if we start to map the relations in this way. So the information has to come in from my head and from my stomach into this. Okay, so we know where the information is and we know where the information has to go. What we don't know is how to get the information out. And this is the subject of this kickoff video. This is what I want to show you. Let me quickly see how much time I have. Okay, I'm still fine in time. Let me start giving you an introduction on those Mind tools. You can visit their site. It's amazing how many tools they have here. I'll go to their homepage. See, these are just the problem-solving techniques which they have here. It's amazing. They have around 30 to 40 problem-solving techniques, and all of them are good. And the same they have for creativity. They have here around 20 to 30 creativity techniques, and I'm starting with brainstorming here. I've taken brainstorming, but we should look on our own into this. So you see here what they have. It's amazing. I will give you a quick introduction into this here. Ultimately, each and every task which we have has a specific focus. It can be classified in a specific way. In some situations, in some situations, if we are going for an engineering meeting and we have a lot of ideas in our head, but that ideas are not really, we cannot really pack them, that is the moment where we are using such a brainstorm. I'll go into the details within a second. If the situation is we have something happened, and we want to identify the causes why that happened, we are going here into fishbone. Fishbones are very good to visualize the roots and causes, the causes and effects. Here is such a fishbone. You see how it is here. For example, if we have to create a definition, a fishbone is perfect. We can say, okay, this Grundriss is functional, and here we put the criteria why it is functional. We put, let me go to the Grundriss here. Where is it? We put this Grundriss is functional because of, here are the crits here. Approximately 4 equally sized rooms, independently accessible. Now all these points 1 to 3 can become within this fishbone a main topic, and then we can break them even further down, and then we can say, okay, we have this here. This seems to be defining the whole causality is functional. Now this seems to be one point of those 3 different defining points. This is the first one, which is approximately 4 sized room at the same dimensions, and then we can break down this approximately 4 sized room into another subcauses. Okay, now that is because of so and so, and that's because of so and so, and then we can do that for the next grid, and then we can do that for the next grid. So in this way we can really evaluate. Then we have it visualized, and we can say, okay, is this effectively ambiguous? Does this allow multiple interpretations or not? Or is this consistent? Do we say the same thing here and the same thing here also? So these things are very beautiful for creating a definition and expanding a definition further. So if we start a meeting and the agenda of that meeting is, okay, we are here, we have to do, this is where we stand right now, we have to populate the points 1 to 7. Okay, that takes me then to the points 1 to 7, and we say, all right, now today we choose the data object, and we're looking into one of those definitions, and then we say, all right, I mean, from the nature of the task, we can understand that we will understand which tool is the best one to use. So if the tool is if the task is to create a definition for compact, we don't have a definition here for this Grundriss USB compact. That definition is not there. So if this is the task, then we say, all right, this is about creating a identifying the causes which do classify this as compact. So let's go for the fishbone. And in that way, we need to move. In another situation where we are having already couple of solutions. We have 4 solutions already, but we need to weigh which solution is the best one. Okay, we think, okay, the problem is this. We have solution ABC. We use this tool here. And there you have the mind map also, which shows that within a mind map. So if we identify, okay, now say something, okay, the task is so-and-so. Do we have one solution? No, we don't have any solution. Well, if we don't have any solution, this is not good. Okay? And in that way, we will work this. So you understood now when the fishbone is good. Now you understood when the solution identification tool is the right one. Now, in most of the cases, the brainstorming tool is good. See, if we speak something, we say, okay, wait a second, is this task which we are attacking here, is this requirement elicitation which we need to go for, is this about identifying, weighing solutions? No. Is this about identifying causes and effects? No. It looks like you have something in your mind, but you're not able to pack this mind. Then we are going for this brainstorm, okay? Then we use that brainstorm. And in that brainstorm your role is to make this brainstorm fruitful. And here it is your role to maintain these points, to ask questions, say things, make contributions which make these points happen here. For example, sometimes we are not really motivated, okay? It is always tough to do that. Digging into the essence of something and producing a binary understanding is a tough thing because it has always a problem. I can do it, but it is there's a difference in between able to do it and able to define it. And if I cannot define it, which is often the case, I feel very ashamed and stupid because I understand myself that I'm doing something successful, but I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing it successful, but I don't know what I'm doing, and that makes me always look miserable. And it's always tough to get deeper into this. So sometimes such an icebreaker is mandatory. Okay, make it an icebreaker, make some fun here. See, it says here in those things is it should be fun. It says it in this here. Encourage an enthusiastic, uncritical attitude. Encourage to develop other people's idea. Make it fun. So your role is to make the contributions which do empower these points which are mentioned here. Okay, if you can do this, if you say, all right, today we have this here and I understand it's this, now let's watch first couple of jokes, or let's have first couple of jokes on that subject in order to get the ice down, and then let's do it. So I'll take the notes. Then this will be amazingly fruitful. We'll add one creativity tool after the other one here, and for your long-term career, this is amazing because requirement elicitation is the essence of the engineering's job. If an engineer has not understood the essence of the problem, he will never be able to produce a good solution. Now, these techniques show an amazing, efficient way of eliciting the requirements with the customer. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're fine, and I'm looking forward to collaborate with you on this. And this is a kickoff meeting. You should take that from here on further. Thank you. Bye.